Welcome guys, Lord of Pontail here with another video for Rise of Empires, Ice and Fire. In this video today, I'm going to be talking about Alliance donations, the Alliance store and Alliance technology. So, like everything in this game, I've come to realize that every element is important if you're going to develop a strong account, a strong alliance and a strong state, and give yourself as much chance as possible when battling against others. So in terms of alliance technology and donations, what is it? How do you do it? You open up the menu icon, click on the alliance icon, and here we've got technology. There are two strands to alliance technology. You've got develop and you've got combat. Kind of as it says on the tin, development is going to help with things like your resource protection, research speed, production of materials for the resources, and things like construction speed. While combat is going to help you with your gathering speed up to a maximum of 20%. So that's really helpful, again, for trying to hit that 9th reward chest on a Monday, and in your farms, making them as productive as possible. Other benefits on this section: reduced troop upkeep by 5%, and improvements to your cavalry, footmen, and archers' might and resistance. And there's two further sections for that. So, what to focus on in terms of the actual technology, whether you go for develop or combat? Well, the game only unlocks the next corresponding item in the technology once you've completed the previous one. There is a caveat to that. So I'm from an older state 53. There was in the first year and a bit of the game, there was a different research system. And then when they updated it to this one, they had to kind of amend it so that it fitted with what we'd already invested in the technology. So even though on this one in Pond Farm 3 it does show that I still haven't completed that, but it's been allowed to go through this. If you were starting in a younger state or starting in your alliance, then your tech, you'll have to follow the structure of the tree. For me, I think they're equally important and they should be developed equally. If you're in a main alliance, if it's a farm alliance, then you want to be focusing on this overall management one for the gathering, and then invest mostly in the development tree so that you can maximize the benefit for your farms. How do we get alliance technology increased? Well, you just click on the icon for the corresponding technology and you will have the option to give 25 donations from resources, and it varies the resources from all 6 main resources plus diamonds for some. And this refreshes, so it refreshes at a rate of 1 donation every 20 minutes. And on the right hand side here, you'll see that we have a diamond option as well. And so if we go ahead and make some donations, so we'll donate some ale. And you may note on the left hand side, there's a max donations button, but you can't use that because you have to unlock it in the VIP shop level 2 if you have purchased the VIP shop. So we'll just go down and finish our donations in here. You can mix your donations to say if you don't want to donate all to one type of technology, you can go to the other one, and then you can, as you can see, this one is lumber. And then with diamonds, well, diamonds are going to allow you to get that added amount to push up the donations daily. There are weekly rewards for the donation leaders in position 1, 2, and 3, and I'll show you how you can track who's leading that in a minute. However, those rewards aren't massive, But if you're generating lots of diamonds, maybe you've finished zone commemoration research, then I do advise that you invest in using those diamonds for your technology, because at the end of the day, if you're going to be playing for a long time, this alliance, especially your main alliance, you're going to need every edge that you can when you're up against other tough alliances. So I would say that it's worth investing in, just like anything else that you do, whether it's research or building upgrades, for instance. When you click on this diamond donation, so as you can see here, the first donation, you get 50 a day, and that is capped at 50. And when you click on it, you'll see this first one is 2 diamonds, but then it increases by 2, a rate of 2 per click. Now, this is per research item. So if I clicked on this one again, it would cost me 12 diamonds. But if I go into, say, Unified Command, as you can see, it resets to 2. So what I generally do is I will split my diamond donations across several options. Now, if you look in the middle of the screen here, you've got 2 numbers. On the left-hand side, it's the experience that you're gaining by giving each donation. So it's 100 experience gained. So if we look here, to upgrade the level from 9 to 10 on Alliance Guild 1, we need 550,000 experience points to upgrade it. So we are talking about an awful lot of donations here. On the right-hand side, it's your donation points figure. So every time you make a donation for your personal account, you gain Alliance donation points. So each time you donate, you're gaining 800 points for this. And the further down the tree you go, the higher the points value. So as you can see, this is worth 1,200. We go into combat, down to Alliance help here. Oh, no, it's not let me. 1,600 for cavalry enhancement, and it increases all the way up to 5,000 points per donation for joint operation in the combat tree and Precious Friendship 2 in the development tree. So obviously on these trees, they're not available right now. If we click into, how do you spend your alliance points? Well, if you go back into your alliance menu and click on store, your R4 and your R4s and your R5 from the alliance can go to item list and purchase items to go in the alliance store, which you can then use your alliance points on. And there are some really good items here, from speed ups to random and advanced teleports, gathering bonuses, which is really key for your farms to, again, increase that efficiency of your legions gathering, particularly on Sundays and Mondays when you should have gathering selected for your farms. And this can be really helpful as well, these 12-hour peace shields. Say if you've just started a farm and you aren't generating a lot of diamonds from it, but you're coming up to a weekend and you've got to shield it. It's going to cost you 120,000 points. Maybe you don't have enough diamonds for a 3-day shield, but you can afford like 2 days. Then you can purchase a couple of 12-hour shields to get you through the weekend and protect your farm. Probably the most important item in the Alliance store is bunch of RoCs. So when you first start the game in the early stages, you're going to probably wonder what this is. Well, bunch of RoCs allows you, by purchasing these, you get 1,000 at a time for 100,000 Alliance points. And if we go out into the map, if you're building a resource station, a resource tile, it's going to cost you 50 RoCs. So you can put down 20 tiles for each 1,000 RoCs. And in the top left-hand corner here, it says how many RoCs you have. So I've got 9.4K. Once you get into Reign of Chaos, RoCs are going to be very key to your alliance. This stone you can donate into the alliance, and it will allow you to unlock your alliance centers. It's going to allow you to buy your destroyer shouts. And for those of you that are already in Reign of Chaos, you'll also be, as you probably know, you'll be able to use it to those donations will count towards your tally scores when you're trying to accumulate 10,000 Reign of Chaos points so that you can get your rewards at the end of the season. Now, my first really big tip for you guys is, not everyone knows this, but you can activate those higher level researches from a different location. So on the overview page, so it's this arrow at the side of the screen. If you enter that and scroll down to Alliance, you'll see there's a technology option here. If you click on that, it'll let you scroll through every item of technology in Alliance technology. So if we go down to Joint Operation, which is the last option in the combat tree, it's given me access to that technology. And as you can see in our Alliance, we've already donated 2.4 million XP to this. And the reason we're doing that is because it gives us 5,000 donation points per donation. So I'm just going to pop in another 10 or so donations there. That's just those 10 clicks has given me, 11 clicks has given me 55,000 Alliance points. If you look here, I've got 11.8 million Alliance points. And there are a couple of things that you can do with this in Reign of Chaos rewards. So first off, for your main account, say you're not a really active player, but you are on maybe 6,000 or 7,000 points towards the end of the season, and you just can't take, you don't have time to take tiles, or you're not able to join for the wars. If you use this strategy and select the higher level research where you can get 5,000 or 4,000 points per donation, you can make a couple of 100,000 donation points a day. And if within 35, 40 days, if you're doing that regularly, you'll have actually close to 10 million points, Alliance donation points, which when you go into the store, if you buy 1,000 RoCs for 10 million Alliance contribution points, and obviously you'll have to ask your R4s and R5 to put that amount in the shop for you, because most Alliances won't hold that automatically, or you can just purchase it as you go. That will allow you to potentially hit your 10,000 points for your Reign of Chaos awards. And I've seen so many players that have missed out so close. One of my Alliance members missed out by 10 points last season on rewards. 10 points. So this is a really good option for those players that aren't playing so regularly, and to still get those rewards and get those season heroes. And you're also going to be contributing to your Alliance anyway in terms of their total, and hopefully that can help increase your ranking during the Reign of Chaos event. And obviously the higher you are, the better rewards you get. The other thing to think about is specifically for farms. So as you can see, this is Pond Farm 3, and I've got nearly 12 million Alliance contribution points here. And the reason for that is most people who are playing this game, you will be in an Alliance. And unless it's a real top Alliance, you're not going to have 100 active players there. And most states will have 3 or 4 large Alliances, and they're all doing their own thing. For whatever reason, and they're all got their own campaigns in Reign of Chaos. But obviously you're not maximizing the ability to generate points for your Alliance if you don't have 100 active members contributing to your Reign of Chaos score. So what you can do is you can do something that's mutually beneficial to yourself and your Alliance, or maybe another friendly Alliance in your sector. Your farm can join that Alliance, and beware, there is a 24-hour cooldown from, say, leaving the Farm Alliance to moving to another Alliance. So you would need to do this a couple of days before the end of the season. But you can move your farm, have your 100,000 stone that you've purchased from the donation from the Alliance store, and then you can donate that stone in either your main Alliance to boost their score, or in a friendly, or in another main Alliance in your state, and that will A, increase their score in Reign of Chaos, and B, that will give your farm 10,000 points for Reign of Chaos, and you are then applicable for the season rewards. This can give a massive boost to your generation in the farms. For instance, at the end of season 4, SOT Alliance in State 55 were kind enough to allow myself and some others to bring our farms into them as they had space. And we donated stone to the 10,000 RoC points of stone to them, 10 million, using our 10 million Alliance points. And we got RoC rewards in our farms. And I generated 320 million resources by having 4 farms do that. And you kind of get the fun element of also getting season heroes, and you boost your orange heroes if you're just running on a few purple heroes in your farm. So this is a massive tip for you. Save your stone, donate, max donate, particularly in your farms. Use your donation points for stone, and then at the end of the season, move into a main alliance and donate all of the stone, 100,000 stone for 10,000 Reign of Chaos points. The last thing to mention is obviously tracking the weekly donations, as I said earlier. So you can go back into the Alliance menu, click on Manage. So if we click on the trophy icon, the donate rankings icon, you'll see the list for the daily contributions. And then we also have a weekly option and a historic option for grand totals of active players in the Alliance. So let's have a look at weekly. So I'm actually in Pond Farm 5, not Pond Farm 3. Got too many farms. You'll see that in this account, I've given 20,100 XP donations this week, which was 201 donations. And I've generated 606,200 Alliance contribution points for the account just this week. In Bungercraft, Bunga has generated nearly 16,000. So 80% of what I've donated in this account. But if you look here, his Alliance contribution total is nearly a third of mine. And that's because I'm using this technique of going into the menu, selecting down to technology, and then also, so for the develop, you can select Precious Friendship. And again, this one will give you 5,000, and it's got a huge 30 million XP cap. So it'll take forever to fill this up. But if you donate in here as well, unfortunately, you have to give 5 diamonds even for the regular donations on this one. But if you go into Alliance Guild 2, that will also give you 4,000 donations. So if you use this technique, you can generate vast amounts of Alliance contribution points for your account. And that is Alliance donation and technology, guys. I hope you found this video really useful. Obviously, a couple of really good tips for you. One thing I've just remembered is, one thing to note is with these high-end technologies, once you have finished the first level of donations, it won't let you upgrade to the next level. It will just be ready. So there is a cap to this scheme. You can only use what's available on the first level of upgrade. So for this one, once you've done the 4 million experience to complete this level, it won't change automatically to level 2, because on the tree, you haven't actually accessed it, opened it to upgrade the levels. So it's not an infinite option for you guys. And I would suggest that if you're in main accounts, you do put some emphasis on still developing your tree as normal. But then if you do need that extra boost to increase your stone account, then you've got that technique available to you if you need it. So that definitely is everything for the video now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please do subscribe, ring that bell, like and share, and place any comments that you have below. Eden is starting in a couple of days, so we are closing in on those X heroes, and the ticket count for my main is up to 415. So I'm really excited to be opening those in the next few days with you all and sharing that with you all. I hope you all have a good day, and I will see you soon.